Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Game Builder Garage Showcase. I decided to change the name of this series since it's no longer a weekly series. It hasn't been for a very long time. But I wanted to make these a little more consistent again, so I decided that I'm gonna post them monthly. Because I really enjoy making these videos, but at the same time, I've been focusing a lot on Switch 2 related content lately, as well as other things, so I don't have a lot of time to make Game Builder Garage videos, so I think monthly uploads is sustainable for this series. But the first game that we have here is a recreation of Delfino Square from Mario Kart DS. This is a really good recreation here. Delfino Square is one of my favorite tracks from Mario Kart DS, so it's really cool to see it recreated here. And it uses the same gameplay system as several other of the Mario Kart games made in Game Builder Garage, so it's very satisfying and it really feels like Mario Kart. And the custom textures look great here. And the layout is pretty accurate to the original too. I'm not sure if you could trick or not, because I think this is trying to be accurate to the DS version, even though the visuals are kind of similar to Wii's. Oh wait, you can trick, okay. Yeah, so I guess this is kind of based on the Wii version then. But even though the original music wasn't recreated, I feel like the background music definitely is fitting. It's probably the closest you can get with the in-game stock music that you can get to Delfino Square. But it looks really nice overall. But I like to show off these Mario Kart track recreations because it feels like they get better every time. Like, honestly, like, these feel like actual Mario Kart games. But let's move on to the next game. So the next game here is called Printo Golfing, and it was made by Freddy Killer, who's made several other amazing games in Game Builder Garage, so let's go ahead and check this out. I really like golf, it's my favorite sport to play, and I also like Mario Golf as well, so it's pretty cool to see a fully fledged golf game in Game Builder Garage. But let's play as Printo, and we'll choose Ink Isle. But I like the visual style here, the 3D models look nice, but I think you hold down one of the buttons to swing. There we go, we got hole in one! Pretty nice. Let's do the next hole here. But this is really fun. I really like how this is designed. Like, the fact that you hold down the swing is actually surprisingly intuitive, because it works a little differently than other golf games. But it's pretty fun. And the fact that it also has multiplayer is nice as well. There was like one other golf game that I played in Game Builder Garage like a long time ago. I think it was like a recreation of Mario Golf. But this one is definitely like the most like fully fledged golf game that I've played. Oh, and there's a reference to Poggy as well. One of the games that I'm referenced in. Okay, so it goes up to like a certain point, which is like a full swing. And it also shows your score as well. There we go. But this is really fun and satisfying. I'm actually playing golf on Wednesday in real life. So it's pretty fitting that I'm showing off a golf game here. Oh, and it kind of like changes the camera as well when you kind of move the camera up against an object here. Ooh, that was really close. Ah. Oh, there's an ad for GBG Shop as well. Go check that out. That's in the description. It has like a lot of different Game Builder Garage games submitted by various users. Okay, let's try this again. Ah, I keep hitting a little too hard. There we go. Okay, let's do one more. Oh, there's Super Curb RPG as well. So I have to get this ball over this little slope here. Oh, accident. Okay, I forgot to change my direction when doing that. Okay. Oh. Okay, I have to redo that since it splashed into the water there. Okay, at least I got it close to the hole. There we go. But anyways, let's move on to the next game. So the next game here is called Trollo, which is the first game in Game Builder Garage to be made using stop motion, which is really cool. And this is like a platformer where you have to try to avoid getting trolled, which is always pretty funny. So like, if you keep walking here, there's actually a pit. So I have to try to avoid the different trolls that are hidden throughout the level here. The animation here looks really good. It's really impressive. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. I think these, like, troll games are pretty fun, since it's like, almost like a... It's almost like a memorization game of sorts, where you have to try to remember, like, where the troll or hazard is. Okay, I assume I have to jump over these. Okay, and then we have these floating platforms. Okay, it looks like there's another one that kind of falls down here. You have to be careful. I think there was like an invisible wall there or something. But this is really cool. But I really like how it uses like a Lego minifigure as well. That's kind of like a really good model to use for like stop motion. Okay, there we go. But let's move on to the next game. So the next game here is called A Not So Chilly Night, and the controls are Y to run, A to interact, and L to open list, so let's go ahead and get started. I request a Christmas party. But I request stuff, not you. Okay, that was too quick to read. I don't care. Touché. Okay, so I guess it's gonna Boot into the level now. Okay, so we have like a meter up here. And we have the list: get water, decorate, make dinner, make snowman. Okay. Oh yeah, Y to run. Okay, it seems like when you move away from a heat source, like the meter goes down. So I guess you freeze if you're like, away from like a heat source for too long. Yeah, because the oven also kind of warms you back up. Okay, so we drank water. All good. Dinner is ready. There we go. Serve dinner. And we have to decorate. So you move slowly with the decorations, so you have to be careful. There we go. The last thing to do is make a snowman. There we go. And the list updated. So we have to become jolly. Okay, so we became jolly? Oh, that's funny. Even if you, like, start the freeze, you could still, like, survive if you get close enough to the heat source. So we have to unlock the front door and get pants. Have to be quick about this. Okay, so we need a different key. Okay, I guess I wasn't fast enough. But yeah, this is pretty fun. It kind of feels like a bit arcadey in its design, which is really fun and satisfying. But let's move on to the next game. So the final game here is based on Coin Conveyor from Super Mario Party Jamboree, specifically Koopathlon. This is definitely a pretty fun one to recreate. I quite like this minigame in Jamboree. Basically, you have to line up the different blocks inside of like this area here. But you can basically get coins, bob-ombs, and there's like other things that you can get to in the other levels. But you can line it up in any direction, and it will work. But it's pretty fun. There we go, we made it to level 2. Sometimes those singular coin blocks are useful. But there's also red coins as well, which I think yield even more coins. But this is really fun. I think, yeah, I assume there was like another level after this too. I don't think I have room for this one. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Blue Sky if you want to. Stay perky!